Hey guys, it's Clay. I want to talk about Project 2. The draft of it is due next week on Wednesday. First of all, I got here the assignment description for Project 2. You can see that in the Project 2 channel in Slack. What you should do is find an article, much like you did last week. Your article should be about 4 printed pages long at a minimum. So you can't really pick something from the New York Times or like a newspaper article is not going to work. It needs to be like a magazine article, um, a public journal article, something that's got a bit of length, at least 4 printed pages again long. And you will have to turn in a annotated copy of the article with the final draft. Maybe with the with the rough draft. I'm going to want to see the annotated copy of the article. So that rough draft is due Wednesday, the 5th, and then the final draft is due on October 11th. So you've got to bring in a 500 word summary into class on Wednesday. You should have it, basically what you have to do is have it up as a Google Doc in your group, just like we did for Project 1. And make sure that you've set the permissions so that anybody with a link can access can comment on the file. Not edit, but can comment on the file. So the assignment description, like I said, is posted up in Slack. You might also want to take a look. I posted, yeah, that's the right one. In the Project 2 channel, I've posted a couple of sample paragraphs and problems that students often have. You'll want to make sure that you have a clear statement of the argument and not just the topic. I've got at least 2 paragraphs that deal with that issue. Sample paragraphs from work last week. It's a real common struggle as people first draft their summaries. So make sure you move away from the topic statement and get to the thesis of the article that you're talking about. Make sure you identify the title and the author's name. Use in the Warrior Writer on page 39 and 40. These 2 pages here, you want to make sure you're using the verbs here to tighten up your introduction to summaries and quotations. So frequently have sentences where you say, like you use the author's last name, like this example here on the screen, Heffernan. Heffernan argues, Heffernan insists, Heffernan endorses, Heffernan calls for, contradicts, supports, rejects, renounces. Focus on explaining the argument, the author's argument. Use those verbs frequently. Use the author's last name frequently. Make sure that you're introducing quotations, and then after the quote that you cite the page number and that you explain what the quote means, why it's important. At the end of your draft, you should have a brief works cited. Just cite for me the title, author's name, and the source, all that stuff for your article. Use MLA style. If you're not sure how to do it, it's not hard to find that on the internet. Just Google MLA style, MLA citation. You can use the Purdue OWL. So again, Wednesday of next week, you should have a first draft for Project 2, and we'll spend our class time basically just reading each other's work and getting some feedback. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll post another announcement probably tomorrow about the work with the G article. So, all right, thanks. Talk to you soon.